I think it's a good shout. Okay, here we are. All right, we're playing first match of the stream. Always super hype. Usually against Sonoy. This time is against Ryan. Ryan's gonna engage in some defended pawn against us, and what we're gonna do is use Ryan's very own opening against Ryan's very own self. That's what we're doing. By the way, I lost my blitz against Dreamer. Oh shit. Well, it happens. We'll get him next time. I think we might this is completely like an opening of his creation. So he probably knows how to play against it. But I'm going to shamelessly ape him. What we're gonna do is Frappuccino our kingside bishop, excuse me. Yeah. Oh, look at that. We're ahead on time. Hell yeah, dude. We're gonna castle, and then I'm gonna try not to lose to a travel onto h7 the way that I almost did for the finale of the 5D Chess League, Season 3. Okay, so this is interesting. Now here's where I actually make some decisions. What are we doing here? Why are we... Gordian has gifted a sub to viewers. Thank you so much. Gordian gifted a sub to Dreamer, of all people. Wow. Very, 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 very nice. Very kind of you, David. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you. David's such a great guy. I don't know if you guys knew this, but David is fantastic, and not just for giving me his money. Also just in general. Do we want to... Okay, so what we got to do is... right. Let's play the game. We need to activate our pieces that are completely not activated, and that's these three, right? So the question is, which do we activate first? I think that the bishop grabbing the center, this makes a lot of sense. I think that there might be merit to... what if we, an anonymous viewer has gifted 2 subs to viewers. Thank you so much, anonymous gifter. I gotta start playing the game. You guys are, let me get the ball rolling first before you guys go too crazy. All right, hold on. I'll catch up in the chat. I like the idea of pushing this pawn. You know, if like takes, that's fine. It opens up our queen, and then it enables us to grab our own center here. I feel like if we do this and he pushes, then that's kind of annoying, right? We're not actually huge fans of that. The push, yeah, it takes us in a problem. If bolsters, then he's sort of activated his 2 pieces. I don't want to like actually ape him the whole game, so that doesn't feel fantastic. But what are other options? I guess the other option is that we do this and then strike in the center. And then we, you know, all of our pieces go in this direction. We Frappuccino our bishop. Actually, I like this play. We're just gonna do this. Oh my goodness, you guys, what's going on today? Oh, is it my birthday? Am I unaware? Everyone's so nice. Oh my goodness, the strats. I know you guys come here for the zenith of strategic gameplay here for the yeah, that is of course the appeal of my channel is the raw 5D skill and definitely nothing else. So I'm happy to deliver. It could even happen again if Dreamer wins. Oh, we're at grand finals. It's Ryan versus Dreamer in the grand finals of the Blitz tournament. That's super exciting. Wow. Okay. Interesting. I think that this is clear. It's clear that this is what's up right now. Crazy's gifted 2 subs to viewers. Guys, calm down. There's no one in chat left to gift a sub to. Holy butts. Okay, this is a little bit awkward. We've got to rotate our knight here in a way that I actually don't super appreciate. But let's think about this. The only place that I can really bring it is back here. But then where does it go, right? Although, okay, stay with me. Chat. Okay, I want to attack this pawn, and moving this knight This knight was the thing that was impeding like my e-pawn to develop to like grab the center, which is something that I want to do anyway, so that I can like sort of swing this rook over and get it into the game. I'm a little bit worried potentially about like maybe there's a world in which like his bishop travels here. With this knight defending, it's not an issue, and he's not frappuccinoing his bishop, so actually that's probably not something that I have to be very worried about. We're gonna move this anyway. Let's move this. We do block our queen in, but after we push this bishop out into frappuccino position, into the we get him into the little sniper's nest. I guess it's only covered on one side. It's more like a sniper's what would you call this? It's like just like a wilderness survival situation. It's not really a nest. It's kind of open on one side. It's like a shack, like a beach shack. But we've got a bunch of pieces trained onto this now, so I feel good about what we're doing with this bishop here. Yeah, this should be fine. So David gifted a sub to Dreamer Hype Train badge. Oh, this makes sense now. Nathan Chuckles accidentally clicked anonymous. Crazy accidentally anonymously gifted subs, which is thank you regardless. I'm sorry that you weren't given the credit that you were due, but I appreciate it nonetheless. This is an awkward situation here now, because if we like push a pawn to kick this guy and he pushes, I mean that pawn is more of a liability than anything else, but that doesn't mean it isn't annoying, because there's obviously no way to recapture. But we do need to open this position, because otherwise the frappuccinoed bishop is actually just staring at a wall. It's like a sniper in position with its scope trained onto just a brick surface in front of which there are no targets, which is, it's really a waste. It's a waste of resources. I guess our knight's pretty happy. Do we pull back the knight and then push this pawn? That's so much shuffling around. It does open the eyes of our queen. You know what? Sometimes you have to play slow to be able to play fast. That's what we're doing right now. We're just doing a little bit of shuffling. A little bit, you know, there's a minor loss of tempo here, but at the end of the day, that's just sort of what we're going to have to live with. And I'm not too upset. Not too upset, because this means that we can push this, grab the center in a way that's very nice, and his knight here will have to similarly, I think, jump back if we like take the center here and kick it, because he also doesn't have very many squares. I think that this is fine. Yeah, we push this pawn. Whatever happens with this pawn, we can get our knight to d6. Yeah. Our queen is free. Seems weird, seems slow, but I'm okay with it. Hey Dave, how's it going? Dave's here as well. Forehead stall tactics. It's the opening, just get your pieces out and stop analyzing. Yeah, no, you know, we're getting them out. It's happening. Interesting. This is awkward now. It's not that awkward. Can we still push this pawn? There's a weird queen knight situation here that I'm like not the most fond of. I don't really like what's happening. This has made it, if I push this pawn and he like either captures or opens, I mean opens up is kind of silly, so probably if he captures, then there's like a Discoverino onto my bishop, which isn't the biggest deal, because if he takes, then I take, and he probably doesn't really want to do that. This knight concerns me a little bit. I don't really know where this knight's going. Is there like a... a weird... So if... This queen here kind of makes me nervous. Because now maybe there's a situation where, like... I feel like he's going to crack open my structure somehow. His pieces are pointed in a much better way than my pieces are. Like this bishop looking here. This queen looking here. All of these. This is slightly concerning. My pieces feel way worse than his pieces. By like a lot. Not the best. Not the best situation. I think I'll just ignore it. I think I'll just play how I was gonna play anyway. Try to break this open. Because if he takes or pushes or whatever, then I can just take and it's check and then he recaptures. Maybe this knight is just getting ready to recapture on this square and I'm reading way too much into it. Whatever. We're just gonna do this. Okay. It's funny, yesterday I played a game against Ryan with a highly symmetric opening. As soon as I stopped mirroring moves, that's when it started to go wrong. Sniper survival situation. I couldn't put words together. Which is, but I haven't had very much caffeine, like any caffeine this morning. So it's not that the gears aren't turning as well as they probably should, but it's fine. We'll warm up. It's the first game of the day. First game of the day is always a little slow. IK looks like a sniper's nest to me. Los is here. Hey Los, how's it going? Welcome. We could probably play our tourney match, by the way, if you wanted, because it doesn't look like I'm playing our other tourney match. Oh, you know, I didn't... Battery... What's going on here? Capturing puts us in maybe like a weird situation. Yet when wires are loaded with a lot of conversations that are boosted in strength, and travel some distance, something else happens. Let me show you. You see, instead of sounding like this. Just capture anyway. Maybe captures. Captures. Maybe like boom, boom, check, takes, and then knight out, and the knights defend each other and kick this knight. And then we've got it. I want to do this. Moon first. I just want to do this. We're just going to do this. What does knight e8 accomplish? I think I loosely described my process. I wanted to cover the d6 square so the pawn couldn't push. And, you know, I don't know. Opens up the queen. Whatever. Just a low-key sort of rearrangement move. Queen's mobility. I know you like to do mainly 5D early in the stream, but given the challenge at 5, what would be the best to play my challenge? How long do you think it'll take, David? Give me an estimate, a time estimate. Is the opening stop analyzing? That can never go wrong in 5D chess. I am a living, breathing testament to that. Nothing's ever gone wrong because I've taken too much time to analyze an opening structure. Who are you playing? This is Ryan 4 CEO, the man himself, our new playground bully. The 5D chess. He's a lot nicer than Dreamer is, so it's actually like a strict improvement in terms of the amount of like shit that we get from him. But no, it's always really fun to play Ryan. He's just got really good ideas. He just plays so solid. Playing against Ryan, so it's gonna be a good game. I can play after this game. Awesome. I played against a similar opening against NA Geek yesterday, but in turn 0. I completely forgot the exotic tourney existed. Yeah, you and everybody else, Mage. Is the conclusion of the exotic tourney finally happening? I'm closing in on 50k channel points. That's a lot of channel points. NA Geek seems to have made her own Digolian line that ends up interestingly. Oh, that's interesting. I'm always down for some Digolian jank. I'm glad we've got more innovators, you know, trying out their wacky turn zero shenanigans. There's board setup time, however long it would take to describe the rules for YouTube, the actual game time control, so that I have a fighting chance. Yeah, we could do that. We can either do David's challenge or Los's tourney game. I'm kind of more inclined to do David's challenge, although more 5D chess at the beginning of the stream, I think, is also a good idea. Never played Ryan, would be interesting for me to match up in the custom tourney. Narik, you should play this man. He knows his shit. Playing against Ryan is always a really good experience. Him being nicer also means we'll feel guilty trash talking him. I'm fine with that. I'm fine. It's friendlier trash talk, you know. You know that he's gonna have a good sense of humor about it as well. So he got the 5D throne and becomes so unstable lately. It's nice. It's nice when things get shaken up like that. I can only play after this game though. Okay. Hoping Lexi, Dreamer, and Ryan all enter the World Championship. Hell yeah. Did you hear about the update breaking all the modded stuff? I did. Very briefly, only because for a thumbnail, I had to launch one of the custom variants and it didn't work. So I checked the tourney's channel on the Discord, and of course there was an update that ruined everything, but then you guys worked real hard to patch it up. So I downloaded the updated mod client, whatever it is, program, and all is well in the world. So that's okay. I'd give it was the Digolian because the knight ended up in a weird line. Implying that in the Digolian, the knights are just very standardly, you know, placed. Bug was hilarious though. What was the bug? What was the update? I don't know what caused the update. I only know that the game was updated. You know, it would broke tourneys. What was the update? Was it just like back-end stuff? Your last move could be illegal so long as you weren't mated. Excuse me? Can make illegal king moves if you submit really quickly? What? How did nobody see this before? Check the latest Lexi vid. It's 13 seconds long. Okay, I'll check it out on stream after this. So the bug was that you submit illegal moves? Holy dude, I had no idea. That's hilarious. Wow. Interesting. So what would happen? Would the game just like soft lock or something? While we patch the data interface, but we still have 50 hours of work left recovering the lost data from the reverse engineering tools used. Ah, yeah, that sucks. I'm sure you have access to the previous version though, yeah. Well, hey, this is not very chill. This is spooky. I'm not sure that I like this. Why can't we it was Ryan himself who, maybe last week or the week before, pointed out that I do a very good job of convincing myself to not capture very free pieces. I have to now consider... Maybe he knows. Maybe he's offered this and it is free, but he knows that I'm going to flag by force, trying to figure out how free this is and whether or not to take it. First, is it obvious that I shouldn't take this? I take this and he takes back. And suddenly there's a big problem because if... not really, because I've got this nut. Oh, this is, by the way... Defending this bishop was actually the reason that I played knight e8. Take notes, Narik. What's going on here? Obviously, it's a little sketchy because this bishop here is like the key to like my safety in the structure, but there's an obvious problem in that like if a knight goes here and checks me, then I'm fucked. Because it's not like I can capture because then the bishop is here and then there are like big issues. Wait, I actually am concerned. This is a problem. If I take this, he probably doesn't even capture here, right? Maybe he does. How do I... He's done a very good job just putting all of his pieces in a place where he can crack open my structure here. This happened so quickly. I'm in so much trouble. I'm actually kind of really glad that I've got this this knight here, but I need more pieces to defend here. This is spooky. I'm like fucked. Although the problem with not taking it is that how else do I like what am I doing if I just let this knight chill out this close to my king? All right, well, this is for science. This is for science. Oh no. Okay, that we could anticipate. Question is now what do we do? I think it's gotta involve getting our queen somehow up in this situation. Let's see, if I get like checked here, what do I do? What do I do? If I get checked here, what do I do? Besides, you know, just sort of eat shit. Now this is undefended, which actually might be a problem. This doesn't actually defend anything, which is concerning. This is not a great situation. He's orchestrated this very well, although I've been very casual about sort of like allowing this to happen. I guess we'll just get our queen into the game. Okay, here check. If takes and takes, doesn't look great for us, does it? We've been in better situations. Here, does he just have mate? Like if I do this and I don't take, if I go here, then like his knight checks me the next turn, right? But can he like force me to not capture the knight next turn? What if I go here now? What if I go here now and he checks me like this, so I take it next turn. That way I don't open up the file for like the for like a diagonal mate onto my king, as opposed to like next turn if I just do this. But no, if he checks me here and I go here, then next turn he can't like check me with something else, but he can like win my queen because I'll have to take this, and so I won't be able to, right? Okay, if I go here and he goes here and I take and he takes, and then rook over, and then we can knight over, maybe. Let's just do this. I don't want to open up the diagonal here. This pawn is defended by this knight. I don't like the him here and then takes with the bishop. Oh yeah, with bishop first. I actually hadn't considered that. I guess rook over if he does this. Oh, doesn't look fantastic. Doesn't look fantastic. Because he's got the queen follow-up, right? can't really do very much about that. So here, and then takes, like if takes, if I'm here, then what? Like takes with the rook, maybe, and then takes with the knight, and then takes with the two attackers, two defenders. If he pulls his queen over now, I obviously can't take this now because the, you know, I guess the main, yeah, that's the main concern, isn't it? It's how I'm gonna prevent this mate from happening. Because if he takes and it's check, and takes, then this is mate, right? So I need to be able to prevent that somehow, which is like not super clear how that's possible. How do I defend this square? Well, this knight's not doing very much. So we could do this. Right? Is it... What's this knight doing right now? Oh, if I do this, then... sorry, the... No, yeah. This, then takes, then takes... Does knight here work? Because if he kicks it, I can just take the bishop. Is there a travel possible? Oh, jeez, this is really complicated. Why is this game so hard? Why is this game so hard? It's really interesting. Oh, I hate that his knight can just go here. Not that it like accomplishes very much. I guess let's just do this. I really liked that these knights defended each other, but I need to defend the square so that he can't just like take with check and then I take and then he mates. Like I gotta defend this square. Wow, we're in quite a pickle. The other thing I like about this is that it enables my queen, you know, maybe like someday. It gives me a queen like a 1-turn reposition to defend this crucial h6 square. So that knight was kind of blocking me in a little. Time situation's not looking great, but you know, when you're behind on board, I don't see like an obvious way for him to immediately convert, but it's so scary. Wow, he used his pawn moves really well to like set this up in such a way that, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it's 5D chess, like, especially if your opponent's castled, like the game plan is definitely to point all of your pieces at your opponent's king so that you can, you know, crash through, right? And like our pieces both aren't defending and aren't doing as good a job attacking his king, so it's like very clinical. It's pretty good. Force mate is something that happens, I believe, in response to a spoiler that I can't read. There's another spoiler, and then David sees it. Okay. Only Neath P could possibly have the bonk-cladding confidence to find this bike. That's really funny. Oh my god, this is nutty. This is a really interesting position, though. I wonder if we can get out of this alive. We are up a piece. Doesn't mean very much. What does that mean? We can just take this in that situation, can't we? Probably not. It's probably bad because... Well, no, okay. There, and then we take this. Ah, geez. I'm upset that this is, like, a possible move. The nice thing is that our queen defends here and our knight defends here. So if we do like knight takes here, bishop takes here, queen takes here, there isn't like immediate triagonal mate. You feel me? I don't really think we have much choice but to take this bishop, man. Right? Bishop queen takes. Oh, that's just mate. Right? Okay, so if this happens and queen takes, then what do we do? How do we need another defender here. Like this knight can't be the last piece to take, otherwise we just lose. Knight takes, queen takes, preparing like queen takes bishop here. But then against that, I can just play this queen move. Dude, I'm so sure that I'm just wrecked here, but let's just take. I don't really see any other move. We're low on time. Queen takes immediately. Oh no, this is just immediate mate. Okay, he found it. Right. Well played. Well played. Okay, that's good. Oh man, that was so good. Yeah, checks our king in the past, so our only legal move is to capture it. We can't do it with the king, because apparently the bug has been patched where we would have been able to do that. Because defended by the knight, so you got to take with the knight, and if you take it with the knight, then you get mated in one. So, GG. Very well played. There isn't even any. This is like literally forced only move, and then the knight is mate. That was really well done. That was really well done. That was solid. That was really good. We were kind of close to defending. It just didn't happen. Yeah, I spent too many empty moves. I mean, this shows like the weird knight maneuvering that I did. I mean, not like the knight itself was doing a good job covering my own pieces, but the fact that I spent so much time like not developing like the rest of my pieces there, while he was like setting up his pawns and everything. Like the whole knight maneuver and then like the pawn push and then the pawn capture ended up being super immaterial at the end of the day. So it was kind of just like wasted time while he positioned all of his units, all of his pieces to sort of like put together this really devastating attack. I mean, this is like, it's super instructive in terms of, you know, like we talk about this idea of like castling is dangerous in 5D chess or whatever. And one of the reasons for that is the obvious, like if you don't set up for it properly, then you open yourself up to the anti-castle travel. But like the more sort of abstract reasoning is that it's just really open to sort of crack. It's really easy to crack open a fortress type setup in 5D chess, especially because because of the way that like piece maneuvering works. It's easier to like line your pieces up to sort of gear up for a big attack than it is to get all your pieces in a position where they're like positionally defensively useful, you know, to like crowd around like a fortress or whatever, something like that. And so if you just throw pieces at the opponent's castle king, if they haven't done a very good job of, you know, like setting up, even if the castle itself was safe, you know, I mean, our position was like symmetric up until the castle or whatever, right? Like here, you know, then you can just get wrecked, you know? So yeah, that was really good. I learned a lot. I learned a lot from this game. That was very well done. Very well done by Ryan. He had precisely enough steam, you know, to like, if instead of some pawn move, I don't know which pawn move, but like if instead of like capturing this pawn here or whatever, I had, for example, and I did actually consider in this position moving my queen up, like queen d6. For example, then we would have been safe, but I didn't do that. I didn't do that, so I got wrecked. But that's really good. It also would have connected my rooks, which like possibly could have been relevant. You know, so yeah, that's good stuff. That's a good game.